Whiskey. I got a brand new bottle of whiskey. I won this
Yes.
in a Super Bowl pool.
Yeah, the pool. I've been participating for the last 3 years.
You just invited me for the first time last year.
Yes, and none of us won last year.
Nope.
And it's funny because our buddy Jay, who's been on the show, won as well.
He won the final. I won the halftime.
Yes, which are both very good prizes. John
Yeah.
won 2 of these. And then Jay for the last 2 years, he's like, I don't know about this pool. Can you trust this guy? Do you know if he's good? And I go, I'm like, no. I'm like, he seems legit. Everything seems good. And then he won, and he got his bottle. So there you go.
So you trust it.
And then I was like, I never win. And then he just did the randomizer after the Super Bowl, and I won some samples that I hopefully will be getting soon. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
And one of those is Russell's 15 too, so I've been looking forward to trying that one.
That's nice. Yeah, that's a good hit, man.
Yeah, I'll take
a sip and pour them into
Well, I
samples
told
and
you, people sell samples, and those samples alone can cost 50, 70, 60, whatever. So
I saw somebody selling stag samples. He had a whole bunch on one of those Facebook websites, and they were pricey for a sample. I was like, what the hell?
If they're too, no one's gonna buy them if they're too pricey.
Yeah.
But what kind of stag was it? Stag, George T. Stag or stag?
No, it was just a stag.
Just regular stag.
Yeah, but it was expensive for the sample. Man.
Bourbon bottle values have gone down a little bit. So
yeah, and that's something cool we should talk about now because we're gonna go over some stuff today, and Canada's kicking bourbon out of its country.
Oh
so
yeah, we could talk a little bit on that.
Topic.
Yeah, we got a few things.
Let's get into this, man, because I've been eyeing it, waiting for her to open it up, and now's the time.
Yeah.
So this is Smoke Wagon out of Las Vegas, right? It's their experimental rye whiskey.
Yes.
And this is a barrel char code C.
Yes.
It is bottle 403 out of 752, and the proof is 58.60%.
Solid proof.
So what's that? 116, 117, 117.
Yeah, about a little over 117. It looks like. Yeah.
Yeah, and we know Smoke Wagon. I said is out of Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And I don't know much about. Oh, all right. So the back here, in 2013, MGP did an experimental run of the above mash bill. It's 51% rye and 49% malted barley. Mm-hmm. There were 22 barrels total, consisting of 4 different char levels. There's the C barrel, the D barrel, the E barrel, and the F barrel. This one is the C, which is a heavy toast before char on staves. Char number 1 on the staves, and then char number 2 on the heads. Oh, I love when my head is charred. So, yeah.
And so they only produced a C, D, E, and the F. There's no A, B.
No, there's just 4 batches. Yeah.
Yes.
Do you know a reason for that? I don't.
I think it's because the A and B is maybe the only thing I can think of is maybe the A and B is it's just because that's the pre-char. That's the original A, B bottles.
Gotcha.
And then when they started doing the char fun stuff, then it's already at the C point maybe.
Right. All right. Well, let's see what they got here with this.
Yes.
It's supposed to be
just twisted.
A good thing, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll leave that on there.
Yeah.
You do the.
I don't have any Smoke Wagon glassware, huh?
No, that's okay.
That's okay.
I like the 4 roses because it leans to the left, like my.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I just washed this one too, so it's clean.
In the toilet.
Nah. Is that too much for you? Jeez. Should I?
Yeah, maybe pour a little.
All right. Let me,
That's good, yeah.
That's good?
Yeah,
all right.
We'll
Ooh, sorry. Got a little drippy on there. All right. There we go.
And we've done a couple of Smoke Wagons, right? We've done...
we've done Uncut, Unfiltered. We've done the younger.
The younger, yeah.
Yeah, we've done a couple. We've done a couple other ryes, too. We've done the malted rye. We've done... Quite a few. Let me get that.
Yeah. There we go. So being that it's just open, we'll swish it around.
Yeah. Let's see. I am so curious. I'm excited. I'm so excited.
Only because people, I don't know. Sometimes people overhype stuff though, but we'll see how it is.
I feel like Jesse Spano on caffeine pills.
What was she singing?
I'm so excited.
Oh God. You gotta love the 90s. It smells nice.
All right, I'm getting some of that rye.
Yeah.
hints of mint. I mean, some of your typical rye flavors that you might get.
But can I ask you a question? All right.
Yes,
I guess
you can.
I guess I'm going to answer my own question. Because it's 50% rye, it's a rye whiskey. It's not a bourbon per se because there was no mention of corn.
No.
It's just the
Malted
rye
barley
and the
and-
malted barley.
yeah.
Right? So this is not really a bourbon. It's a rye whiskey.
Yes, it's
okay.
a rye.
What
So
would
what
I
was the
say?
question?
Yeah, I just said I'm going to answer my own question.
Yes.
Excellent. All right.
It smells. It smells delightful.
It smells good. The rye, like you said, it's rye forward.
Yeah.
It's got a little sweetness to it.
Yes, I'm getting that sweetness. I'm getting a little bit of that maltiness.
Like a raisin.
Yeah, I mean,
It's definitely like a dark.
it's got that spice, got that sweet. It's got the maltiness. Pine.
Ooh, interesting.
A little pine, a little woodiness, little pine.
It's not boozy. It's not there. I'm not
Yeah.
I'm not getting ethanol up my nose.
No,
You know,
yes.
It smells like it's gonna be nice.
Yeah. All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, that's sweet, Bev.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, ooh. Oh man, I just put chapstick on. Maybe that's why. I felt like I tasted a little bit of peanut butter, but that might be my chapstick.
Kentucky hug.
Yeah,
galore.
it does hug. Yeah.
Right here, man. It is hanging.
You were correct though with it being. You said before we started filming, you said that I think you're gonna like this. You think it's gonna be a lot rye forward, like
Yeah, more rye forward,
what
yeah.
I like.
Yes, as opposed to the other higher batches like the F or the
Yeah,
E. Or
I think
the,
you hit the nail on the head, though,
Yeah.
man. Because that's very good.
It's sweet. It's got that, and that's another thing I heard about these the other batches like your C and D. They're a little sweeter on the sweeter side.
Yeah.
A little bit more of that hug. Your E and F might be a little bit softer, but this is nice.
No, this is very nice.
Yeah,
I like it.
yeah, and it's definitely more rye forward, I think, than we would get on the other
Yeah.
batches. Yeah,
Very good.
and it's got a nice color, with
Yeah, the
that,
color's great.
and it's got nice viscosity to it. You can see some of those legs going around there dancing. Yeah, it's and it lingers in your mouth. You could feel that. I feel that my mouth is coated right now with it.
100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very good. And that Kentucky hug, I love a good Kentucky hug, and this is the best Kentucky
To
hug
a point, yeah.
I've had in a while.
Yeah.
As far as it's almost borderline. If it was any hotter there, it would be uncomfortable, I think.
Yeah.
But I think it's perfect right now. You it seems like you are kind of like it's too hot down there. No? Okay. All right. But it hangs there. It hangs. Now, let's talk about this as far as notes go on this.
Ooh, wow. A little bit of water in your mouth puts that brings those flavors out.
All right.
All right. So yeah, rye forward. I got before the whiff of the pine that you said. I don't taste it, but I am tasting like a dark fruit. There is a little sweetness back there, and I am
It
tasting
is sweet.
like a date, a raisin, a plum.
Are you getting I'm getting a little mint on that finish actually.
I agree.
You're saying some dark fruit.
I mean that's the sweetness that I can pick up a little bit.
Mhm.
Like I said, I just put chapstick on. I should have did that.
I'm getting some of that malt.
Are you? See, I'm not getting much.
I think that's all.
malt.
It kind of goes in with that dark dried fruit and that kind of that like sweet kind of, but not overpoweringly. Like you would think, considering the ratio on this mash bill here, that it would be more maltier.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean 49% malt. I mean, is that What else have we had that is basically similar to this bill? To this mash bill.
I don't know.
I don't remember ever reading anything with 49% malted barley.
Yeah. I mean, I have a malted rye from Smoke Wagon actually.
Yeah.
And I don't remember the mash bills offhand now. You know what else I'm getting a little bit too? I'm getting a little earthiness to it. Maybe hint of tobacco.
You know, I was going to actually say leather before. You know, you get that leathery taste, that tobacco-y taste.
Yes, yeah,
100%.
Yes. It's got nice It's got nice spy. It's got nice spice.
You got a nice spy.
The spy on this one is delightful.
Excellent.
It's got nice spice to it, which you find in your ryes. And it's kind of got. I mean, bourbons are known to be a little bit sweeter because of all that corn, and I find this is pretty sweet actually for a rye.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet for a rye. If you are not a rye lover, if you do not like a rye, if you're not a fan of rye at all, I'm not sure you're gonna like this too much, because it is rye forward.
It's rye forward, but it's not in your face like a Willet rye or something, as much. Like I actually thought it was going to be even more rye forward than it is. Yeah. And no, it's got some. It's definitely has the complexities. I mean, this bottle goes between what's it like, 300 to 400 maybe or so, depending. I think the last I saw it go on the market was maybe closer to 3.
Yeah, I think that you see different places.
3 1/4. I saw a guy listing them and they weren't biting. No one was biting at 3 1/4.
I saw at one point somebody put 385, and like you said, they weren't. Yeah, nobody.
It's not biting
for it. No,
yeah,
no.
And you could list anything for anything, but if people aren't buying it, then it's not worth that. Then so it's when they first came out, the stores were selling for upwards of 400.
MSRP is more like 65, 80 on this.
Is it?
Never find it on.
Yeah, well, that's the
to what
thing.
I saw online. Yeah, you'll never ever.
You're
see
not going to
MSRP
find it
ever.
Yes, it's one of those. I scored a F char at a store when it first came out, and it was like I knew nothing about it. It just hit the shelf, and I'm like, let me try it out. And it was the only bottle they had of this. They didn't have any other ones, and this was it. So I kind of just pulled the trigger on it. I probably paid a little bit too much for it, but I would say I would value this bottle at $185.
Okay.
Because as far as how much would I might be willing to pay for something like this,
You're right.
because it has much more complexities than your typical rye, and you could taste that. And I like what they're doing. I like that they were experimental with it, and there was obviously a lot of work that went into it. And a lot of times these rye mash bills from MGP are more expensive just in and of themselves. So, so they're harder to. It's not going to be as cheap. Bourbon mash bill, something like that's going to be cheaper.
Yeah. For anybody who couldn't get their hands on one of these, so the difference is, I told you with the C barrel, heavy toast before the char on the staves.
Yeah.
The D barrel is a number 2 char on the staves and a number 2 char on the heads. I'm gonna assume that just number 2 char means a heavier char.
Yeah.
Then you got the E barrel, which is a number 3 char on the staves, but still the number 2 on the head.
Mm-hmm.
And then the F barrel is 5 char, which is and number 2 on the head.
So yeah.
Wow. So they're all number 2 on the head. They're all the same with the head, and I'm assuming the head is the lid.
Yeah.
Right.
The F is, I am very
intrigued,
borderline gonna open mine. I think.
It
I think maybe soon. Because I want to see how that one goes. But
yeah, that's a heavy char there.
Yeah. And it's going to be very unique. Yeah. So I was pretty happy that I did score the F when I got it.
Absolutely.
Because just because it's going to be the most unique out of all,
Yeah.
But
all right, cool. Hey, Smoke Wagon, thank you.
Yeah, awesome stuff. Congrats on winning this.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks to the guy who ran it. I don't want to name names or say where it was.
His name's Jay, but we don't have to throw last names. But cheers and
cheers.
yeah,
Thank you.